What is good, guys? Today I am beyond excited, and that is because we're finally saying goodbye to turbo lag. Well, fingers crossed at least. We're changing to a smaller rear housing, kind of like a new prototype one that Mum has sent me to try out. I'm really pumped, but the only thing that sucked was I was planning to start this at 9 today, but Nissan made a mistake with the parts order and they had to get everything resent again, and I'm picking it up now at 3 p.m. So I probably don't have time to let the engine cool down. I'm just gonna start working on it with some gloves, trying to pull everything off as fast as we can, get everything done before 7 p.m. and I can go out and do some street tuning tonight. And that's where we're at. Let's get to it. Just finished up at the Nissan parts store, and I have to say, they looked after me so well. We got the studs, we got the bolts, we got the washers for the bolts, and then, if you guys know anything about RB25s, you know that they have a whole bunch of these kind of big fat washer spaces on the exhaust manifold. He saved me $30 and refunded me because he said all I needed was only one for one of the broken studs. The rest of them I still have on there. He said these aren't serviceable, so you don't need to replace them, just reuse them. Yeah, refunded me $30 on my order and kept the extra spaces that I didn't need. We got the head gasket and we're good to go. He gave me like nice diagrams and everything. Dude is freaking awesome. I'm also really proud of myself because my Japanese level is like getting up and up and up, and every time I come to like stores and things like that, I'm able to have more conversation with people. And like, this guy was awesome, asking about my Skyline and why it had a 34 front, and it's just nice being able to like converse at a deeper level than I used to. So I'm really happy. Anyways, enough talk about that. Let's go home and start this mammoth of a job and try and get it done before 7 p.m. Let's go. Just got home and I spared no time. Already got the car on ramps with the hood open. I have decided to let it cool down for 10 minutes though, because I got some lunch on the way home. I realized halfway through on the way home that I hadn't eaten lunch yet. So I'm gonna eat that, let it kind of cool down, and then I'll jump straight into it. So we'll pick it up on the time lapse and then we'll go from there, I guess. Finally time to give birth to this turbo from this engine bay. We'll just let that down pipe, we'll set that down there. Cool. And then we'll just pull this bad boy off. Whoa. Feels so weird taking this off. Alright, there we go. She's out. Whew. My baby. And now we've got to get this exhaust manifold off. So we're looking at, I think they're all 14 mil. So we should be able to just get in there and zap them all out. If we are really lucky, we won't have any more break off. We've only got one broken stud there. So I'll just go through and just zap them all off. Making sure, oh, well, that was another one that just broke. Far out. This is not going to be a fun day, is it? Please, no more break. I don't like my chances right now. Definitely not liking my chances right now, guys. Oh boy, this is going to be a fun day, isn't it? Well, night. Let's see, I know this one up here is pretty loose, I think. Yep. I guess what I need to do is get kind of like the big wrench out. Not happy, Jan. Alright, I'll try with this big guy now, which is essentially just my torque wrench. It's a cheap torque wrench, so I don't care that I'm using it to undo things, but oh, that felt kind of okay. So maybe the trick is actually to not use a rattle gun. Most likely, probably. So I probably just signed my death wish there by using the rattle gun on these. But we should be able to get them out. That's why I got the extractor kit and stuff. I'm now just really worried about that back one, how I'm going to get my drill in here to drill out the stud to then put the extractor in. So it is now 7 p.m. and check this out, finally pulling off the exhaust manifold. Oh, that's a heavy little thing. Set that down there, everything else. So we are losing light, and unfortunately, we had more issues. 2 studs broke off in this corner here. It's hard to see because of lighting, I know, sorry. And then we had another stud break there, another stud break there. So what are we up? 4 studs in total that broke off, and I still need to extract these 2 studs here without them breaking. So unfortunately, I have 4 broken studs currently. I'm going to quickly pull those 2 studs out. Hopefully they don't break. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it quits for today. I'm going to take the turbo inside and I'm going to put the new rehousing on. But for now, I'm going to just spray all the snapped off studs with CRC and try and get some penetration oil to soak in there overnight, which then should help me in the morning to drill and extract them out. I feel like that's a better idea than me trying to extract them in the night, like at night time right now. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I'll throw you guys back in the time lapse. Hopefully you can see everything while I pull out these last 2 studs. Then I'll clean everything up and we'll go inside. I had to share this little victory with you guys. I've been struggling to get these 2 nuts tight enough, and then now look at this, the whole stud is coming out. Super happy right now. Yes. All right, now we still got to do that one. Let's get that other one out after we get this one out, and fingers crossed this doesn't catch or get stuck or anything. Man, RBs are renowned for breaking studs, so I'm sure a lot of you who have RBs that are watching this feel my pain right now. I'm really hoping that the extractors work and I don't have to call a friend to bring a welder and weld them out, but we'll see how we go. We had another win with the final stud, check it out. This one was actually much easier than the other one to get out. There we go. Studs out, didn't break. Really happy, but we still have 4 broken studs to deal with. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brake clean any oil and dirt and stuff away, and then I'm gonna soak in a bunch of CRC into the broken studs. And then we'll pack everything up and tackle it in the morning. So I'm finished cleaning outside and I'm inside now with the turbo, obviously. Got the new rear housing here. And what I'm gonna do is take off the old one, put the new one on. It's very straightforward. You've just got all these bolts that go all the way around that you undo, and then it should slide off. It may be a little bit hard though, because I have obviously been using this turbo for a while, heating, contracting and stuff like that. So you may need to give it a little bit of a tap with a hammer. But ideally you shouldn't have to do like big hits, just little tiny taps is all you want to do. And just a quick comparison here, if you have a look there, you can really tell that the housings there are much different. So this one's much smaller than this one, obviously. Really looking forward to getting some response back. If that means I lose out on a bit of top end power, I'm okay with that. So anyways, let's get this done. So the new housing is now installed onto the turbo, and I just wanted to do another side-by-side comparison here. You can really tell that this housing is so much bigger, like especially when you come around there, look at the size difference. So this thing's gonna definitely be spooling up a lot faster than what this one was. So yeah, really excited to put that on the car and see what it's gonna be like. Hopefully we have everything running again tomorrow. And like I said, my only concern with the smaller housing is exhaust back pressure, and potentially, because we're still using an internal wastegate, is boost creep. But having a look at the flapper, if we quickly move this here, it is a pretty large one, and I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be okay, but we're not gonna know until it's all on there, right? So that's my main thing, and the main reason as well, while I was thinking about just going to external wastegate, but I do want to experiment and try with this because going to an external wastegate is expensive, and it adds a whole bunch more, like, you know, costs and things like that are involved to get an external wastegate sorted out. So I want to keep exploring the internal wastegate options. So as you can see, it's a pretty big flapper. It's actually about the same size as what's on this one. So I'm pretty confident it's going to be okay. I do notice as well in here that there is like a little, it's hard to see, but there is like a little ledge there, and that is because the actual housing itself is that little bit smaller, obviously, of being a 5.7 rather than a 7.3. So we're going down a fair bit. But yeah, as you can see, the intake there is quite small. Hang on, let's see if we can get some better light in there. Flip it like that and see if you can see that there. Let me get my phone actually, just so you can see really good in there. There you go, you can kind of see it. It's hard to see on the camera, but that's what it looks like in there. There you go, that's a bit better. And then if we look at the old one next to it here, you can see it's a bit bigger there. So that's why, like, the kind of like you get that little ledge there with the little flapper, but it should be okay. Worst case scenario, we could port it, but I think it'll be okay. I'm really excited for this smaller housing. It means response is coming back to the Skyline, and that's something that I just haven't really had on that car since I changed to this bigger housing, which isn't much of an issue. Like, in all honesty, I could drift with it and I could drive with it just fine. It's just I prefer response, and after I had that other smaller Mamba on my R34, I was like, oh god, I want response back, because that thing just drove so well with it for drifting. So that's where we're at. Anyways, I think we're finished for today. There's really nothing more we can do outside. I'm really looking forward to drilling out those studs and extracting them tomorrow, but you know, just been playing around with turbos and having fun, if you know what I mean. But how cool is that kind of Mamba logo there? I like that, that's cool. Anyways, gonna leave it with that, and we'll go upstairs and wrap this puppy up. So today did not go according to plan whatsoever. I didn't get anywhere near as much done as I was hoping to, but that's okay. I signed up for it. If there's anything I've learned being a car enthusiast, owning a business in cars and working on my own cars, nothing ever goes according to plan. Nothing's ever as fast as you hope it to be. These things happen. Plus it's a Nissan, so that's like, you know, increase the value ×2 of something going wrong. If it was a Subaru, it'd be 6, right? Anyways, let's put the jokes aside. But yeah, we got a lot done in only 2 hours as well. I was only working on the car for 2 hours. We got so much done. I even got the new housing on the turbo. Tomorrow I'm gonna borrow Albo's Subaru and take that to SDF. Actually, I'll explain all of that in tomorrow's video, but I'm gonna get them to reinforce something with the TIG welder. Yeah, otherwise, honestly, I'm just really excited to get everything sorted out, and I cannot wait. Oh my god, my favorite thing in the world, to pull out broken studs. And I'm sure some of you guys are going to kick me up the ass and say something in the comment section about trying to use a rattle gun on them. It's alright, learned the hard way. These things happen. So tomorrow I'll suffer, but please pray to the car gods for me that I can get them out with the extractor kit, because if I can't, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I just don't have a welder. I might be able to borrow one from SDF. All I need is a MIG welder, but even then, like, getting a MIG in there, oh man. Alright, we'll see how we go. But guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section if you've had the same issues happen to you when you've taken exhaust manifolds off. I'm exhausted, I'm ready for sleep. Catch you in the next one, guys. Ciao, matane.